James Naismith, the inventor of basketball, believed that while his creation was easy to play, it was a nearly impossible game to master. Thousands of gifted athletes reach the professional level every year, but very few possess the drive to dissect the sport's deepest, most microscopic nuances. Former Lakers coach Phil Jackson recognized Kobe Bryant as a rare outlier in this regard. When they first met in 1999, a 20-year-old Bryant was already sounding like a decade-long pro, obsessively studying the team's complex triangle offense. Bryant's success wasn't the result of innate magic. It was the output of a calculated, programmable approach to athletic development. In 2008, Pau Gasol was traded to the Lakers. He arrived at his hotel in Washington, D.C. after a chaotic cross-country flight, finally making it to his room past 1 in the morning. Shortly after, Kobe Bryant knocked on his door. He didn't come to welcome Gasol to the city. He came to tell him there was no time to waste. The push for a championship started immediately. The MAMBA mentality functioned as a grueling operating system, a set of strict protocols that prioritized performance over everything else. Replicating that level of competitive advantage required specific daily mechanics for both the mind and the body. On the court, Kobe operated with a total lack of fear regarding failure. If he saw a new technique he liked, he would attempt to incorporate it into his game immediately. He was willing to miss shots and look foolish in the short term to test unpolished moves. Once he perfected the timing, he had a permanent new tool in his arsenal. He sought out legends like Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, firing off granular, obsessive questions about their specific techniques to fill in the gaps in his own knowledge. This hunger for detail extended to his film study, which eventually moved past simply reviewing what happened on the floor. Most players watch tape to see what happened. Kobe watched to see what could have and should have happened, imagining counters and alternate passing lanes that weren't utilized during the actual play. He analyzed footage like an engineer, finding hidden inefficiencies in a machine. During the 82-game NBA season, many players pare down their training to conserve energy. They focus on survival rather than growth. Kobe took the opposite approach. He maintained a biblical lifting routine, performing heavy, high-intensity weight sessions for 90 minutes, even on game days. His cardiovascular training was similarly specialized, moving away from standard long-distance endurance. He used timed sprints to decrease recovery periods until the time required for his heart rate to stabilize was almost nil. This mirrored basketball's stop-and-go demands. By training his lungs to reset instantly, Kobe was ready for the next burst while opponents were still winded. This focus on recovery speed allowed him to maintain a high level of intensity in the fourth quarter when other players began to fade. To maintain this volume of work, Kobe relied on a legendary schedule of early morning and midnight sessions. The logic was mathematical. By starting his first workout at 5 a.m., he was able to fit in a complete extra training cycle every single day compared to players who started at 11 a.m. Over a single summer, that extra cycle compounds into thousands of hours of additional practice time his peers couldn't match. Logistically, the 5 a.m. start allowed him to finish his first training block and return home before his children even woke up. Because he refused to sacrifice either his training volume or his family time, he made the only trade-off left: he sacrificed sleep. These early sessions weren't about ego. They were a calculated time management solution to balance professional ambition with his life at home. Kobe described the chase for greatness as walking a tightrope. Every step is a shaky, precarious effort to find a center. Leaning too far toward comfort meant losing his edge. Leaning too far into ambition risked damaging his personal life. He spent his career in a constant state of course correction. Phil Jackson noted that although the Lakers gave Kobe a motivator, sustaining that level of obsession required immense personal sacrifice and a circle of loved ones willing to endure the costs of his pursuit. This massive mechanical operating system began with a simple infatuation. As a boy, Kobe was so enamored with his first basketball that he didn't even want to bounce it for fear of ruining the leather. The grueling discipline of the MAMBA mentality only worked because it was rooted in that pure, unyielding love for the game itself.